Okay, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about a pretty big topic here. Not, not a lot of people cover this topic, but I feel the need at this point. I'm gonna have to talk about this. That way, somebody talks about it. But the topic today is pro gamers versus normal gamers. And more specifically, we are talking about COD gamers here. We ain't talking about just pro gamers in general. I'm talking about pro gaming in terms of optic gaming and stuff like Call of Duty gaming. Pro gaming is no different than pubs. Truly and honestly. Truly and honestly, it's no different. The only difference between pubs and pro gaming is in pubs, you're free to do whatever you want. In pro gaming, you have to choose what you ban and stuff. And now, honestly, that completely contradicts itself. Pro gaming for Call of Duty really, truly, and honestly isn't pro gaming. It's not competitive gaming. That's not true competitive gaming. True competitive gaming would be similar to World War II's 1v1 pit, where you are given 3 classes and you guys choose which class to ban and which class you guys use. But a little difference to it. It gives you a random class to use. In real, true pro gaming, we should be given a class to use every game. A random class every game. Everyone's given a random class. I'd say, I would give everyone a random class. Not everyone has the same class. That's what I would do. That's true pro gaming. True competitive gaming. But the way competitive works, CWL, league play, whatever you want to call it, that's the way it works. We choose what to ban, which isn't really competitive gaming. But now for another part. People think pro gamers are better than pub gamers. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. Just because somebody plays in league play doesn't mean they're better than people who play in pubs. Because pro gamers and pro athletes are two very different things. Now, I'm not talking about pro athletes as in sports and pro gamers as in play video games. I'm talking pro athletes are based on skill. They are based on skill. Pro gamers are not. They are not based on skill. Pro gamers are based on skill to an extent, but they're not based on the best of the best of the best of the best. You just got to be good, above average, and you can be a pro player. Now, some of the best of the best of the best of the best players in COD history aren't even on the pro teams. Has never even been asked to be on the pro teams. If the way pro gaming works is they really chose the best of the best to play, half them people on the Optic team and FaZe team wouldn't even be there. Speaking of FaZe, look at FaZe. FaZe isn't good. The only thing FaZe does is goes around quickscopes people and trick shots. Now anyone can trick shot. They don't hit trick shots often. The only reason why it seems like they hit trick shots often is because they have to play all day. Everyone wants to talk about, like Markham J, for instance. Everybody wants to say he lobby shops. That's why he gets so many good gameplays. No, he don't. The only lobby shopping here is FaZe members. And what I mean by lobby shops is they have to play lobbies all day long. They have to play constantly until they finally get a trick shot. That's why every time they get a trick shot, they act like it's the first trick shot they've ever hit. If they hit trick shots so much, then eventually they won't even care. They just be like, boom. I just had a trick shot. Yeah, I just hit a trick shot. But no, they go crazy, jump up out of the seat and like, yes, I just hit a trick shot. Because it's just as well for them to hit trick shot as it is for us. But they have to keep going until they get one. That's part of their contract in FaZe. You have to hit trick shots. There's no skill in trick shotting. The only skill in trick shotting would be pressing buttons while you are spinning. Switching weapons, doing that. That would be a little skill. But as far as hitting the trick shot itself, that's not skill. That's just spinning around in a circle and randomly hitting your trigger button to shoot randomly. And if you get lucky, you hit someone. If you don't, you don't. Simple. And you have to know to use full FMJ. Now, back to what I was saying. FaZe members aren't good. They aren't skilled, but yet they're pro gamers. They play in league play, correct? Don't they? They play in league play. Yep, they playing league play, but they ain't good. But yet they beat Optic every year, which is funny. Now, Optic Scumpy is a pretty good player. He's both a pub stopper and a pro gamer. So Scumpy may be there or may not. If pro gaming was based on skill and pure skill and the best of the best, Scumpy may or may not be there. You guys would be surprised. He may not be there. Like I said, pro gaming and pro athletes are two different things. Pro athletes are based on skill, like I said, but pro gamers are just based on waiting to people who are good, that show them gameplay. So, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about something else. So, if you're wondering why, like, how come pro gaming isn't based on the best of the best? Well, it's kind of hard to know who's the best of the best when you're not seeing people play. Like in pro sports and pro athletes, it's kind of easy watching a pro basketball player play in college because every time he plays is recorded. Every time he plays is recorded. When it comes to video games, every time you play, you're not recorded unless you record it yourself. Unless you yourself record it and then post it online or on YouTube and people see it. That's the only time they know. Now, the best of the best people aren't always uploading. Like, let's say the pro gamers, like Optic Scumpy and all the Optic members, let's say they went against every single player in the world. I guarantee you they will eventually find someone that will beat the living daylights out of their entire team. And not even break a sweat. That was easy. And they're like, well, I want you to be on our team. And I guarantee you he will turn it down. Nah, I'm good. Now I want to be on a team. Simple. Like I said, pub stopping and pro gaming are two different things. CWL and pub stopping are two different things. Noobs can play CWL just as well. They just don't feel like spending 10 minutes going through classes. I've already covered that earlier. So, what doesn't make sense to me is that people say pubs is easy. Pubs is supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be easy. Well, that's kind of funny. I find it awfully funny how CWL players like Optic Scumpy, they play so good in CWL. But if pubs is supposed to be so easy, how come they go to pubs and all they get is 58 kills sometimes? If pubs is really that easy, then those pro players should be able to drop 100 kills every single game they play. If it's so easy. If pubs is so easy, and it's so easy. Pubs is easy, dude. He plays pubs, and he plays CWL. Enough said. What does that mean? What are you trying to prove? That CWL is harder than pubs? Or ranked play is harder than pubs? No, it's not. Ranked play is just ranked play. They don't make ranked play hard. I mean, like I said, we can choose what we use and don't use. That don't make no sense for competitive play. That don't make no sense. I mean, like, that's like comparing hardcore and core mode. Some people say hardcore is easier than core. Some people say core is easier than hardcore, and vice versa. Like, I mean, like, there's times you do good on core, and there's times you do good on hardcore. If you're a regular player, I should say. When you play hardcore and you're doing bad, you should go play core, and maybe you'll do good. Or if you're playing core and you're doing bad, you should probably go try hardcore and see if you do good. But if you're doing bad in both core and hardcore, then you might as well stop playing for the day and play tomorrow, or take a break for a minute and wait a couple hours, because you're just not having a good day. As simple as that. You ain't having a good day. So, but like I said, comparing ranked playlists and pub playlists is like playing hardcore and core. In hardcore, you have one hit. In core, you have multiple hits, as well as there's no mini-map and stuff. I'm not saying ranked playlist is hardcore and that's in pubs is core. I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say it's like comparing those two. Similar. Okay, that's all I have to talk about today, guys. So thanks for watching my video and listening to what I have to say, because I think this could be very useful information for a lot of people who are confused. Thanks. That is all. Bye.